What's going on, y'all? Country K back here for another freaking video. Alright. Let's talk about wanting to make another video. Because James brought this up the other day. And man, me and James both been through this. Starting out dipping. Now, when most people start, they're usually underage. They don't know what they're doing. Some people never had anyone to help them with it, so they got to learn it by themselves. To be honest, I wasn't like that. I mean, I got family that does it, so they could show me. I've grown up with it, you know. Most importantly, my dad. So, I'm not. Now, I will do this in a video, but hopefully soon I'll do this in a video. But what I wanted to talk about was how do you try to see how to word this. I'm a little out. I woke up at 6:30 to go to school, and it's not cutting it, dude. But the thing is, crap, dude. I don't even know. Alright. I'll get this under control. Starting out dipping. You don't know. Most people, like I said, are underage. They don't know what they're doing. And as soon as they put it in, you're in for a fun ride. Like, my first dip, I remember with Brandon, Stoker's Mint, never, I'm telling y'all, never start out with wintergreen, because that will burn your gums to hell. I remember my first time doing wintergreen. It's the real deal. Now there are some differences. Almost everyone that knows, everyone that dips, probably everyone that dips knows there's basically 4 kinds of chews out there. Well, there's 4 kinds of cuts. Now, some of these are brand cuts, like certain brands, but technically there are 4. You got fine cut, long cut, wide cut, and fat cut. Well, fat cut and wide cut are very similar. I'm not much of a fine cut guy. I mean, I'll do Copenhagen snuff here and there, but anything else, I just can't do it. Brandon had to teach me how to do Copenhagen snuff, to be honest. He we're at a field trip, like, this was, like, because Copenhagen snuff, almost everyone's had it. You know, it's the finest of fine in a cut, right? Now, when you do fine cut, especially Copenhagen snuff, you have a hard time pinching it. Brandon had to teach me how to do it. I've watched Outlaws videos on it, and I just couldn't get a hold of it. So we were on a field trip. It's about 2-3 months ago, and we were at Cookout, and went to the bathroom. I asked Brandon what he had. He was like, Copenhagen snuff. I was like, no, I never really gotten the hang of pinching Copenhagen snuff. Could you teach me how to do it? He was like, sure. So he taught me. Now, the thing with Fine Cut for me isn't just the pinching. It's when it's in your mouth, it kind of goes everywhere. Like it's so fine that if you take your whip and do what usually people do with the long cut, like pictures and stuff, they do this, right? They open their lip, they're like, so people can see their dip. Now, if you would have done that with Fine Cut, it would have been over here, over here, over here, over here. It would have been some up here. Like, it's crazy. And then we come to Long Cut, which is basically original. So when you do Long Cut, it's easier to pinch. Specific brand like Stoker's, and there's actually some Copenhagen and some Grizzly that's extra long cut. It's what it is. It's longer. It's a longer cut, which is easy to get a big pinch out of, if you ask me. Especially Stoker's, because that's Stoker's main. That's their long cut. That's what it is. They don't call it extra long cut, they just call it long cut. Like this can right here, which we got Stoker's Natural. So, and then you got wide cut and fat cut. Wide cut is Grizzly. They have wide cut wintergreen. I actually don't have any here. I've never done their wide cut. Well, I've done it. I just borrowed it off of a friend. And then there's fat cut, which is, if most of y'all watch Outlaw or Mud Jug 1, it is there's a brand in New York. It's called Tough Guy. That's what their cut is. It's fat cut. And once I turn 18, I'm getting on the internet and I'm buying some of that. I'm buying some of it. I'm gonna test this stuff, especially the vanilla. They got a lot of different flavors up there that nobody else has. They have cinnamon, orange. I think they got rum, lemon. I think I said vanilla. And then of course they got wintergreen and original. I do want to try their vanilla though. Seems like a good deal. But yeah, that's basically all the cuts. That's a description of all the cuts. If I'm missing anything out, put it in the comments. Try and figure this out. You got a lot of different brands that do a lot of different stuff. See if I can figure out anything else to talk about here. And if you do, I said if you do any stokers or extra long cut, I think I've already said this, but no. It was stokers and any extra long cut, like Grizzly extra long cut natural, Copenhagen extra long cut natural. It's when you pack it, right? Pack it, right? And when you open it up, I'll show you with this. Let's say I only got a little bit in this can. If you take a little bit out, see how much came off of that pinch? It's easier to get a big pinch out of, but at the same time, you gotta go through the work of taking the excess off that you don't want, right? When you do fine cut, you probably won't get as much as you want. So you gotta go in for a couple pinches. But yeah, I hope that helped y'all with the description, especially beginners. This is originally for beginners though. But if there are some experts out there, this is unlikely. But if there are some experts out there that didn't really know this, I guess I helped y'all out too. I mean, it's very unlikely that any experts wouldn't know that though. So. But that's when I'm gonna stop the video. Always remember, pack a dip in your lip and some shine your jaw. See y'all next time.